Hi, in this video we're going to create a helper class or a utility class to get the database connection. So I'm inside the Eclipse IDE. So the first step is to create a package. So inside the source folder, right click, go to new, select package, enter a package name, click finish. Select the project, press F5, it will reload the project. So the second step is to create a class. So right click on the package, go to new, choose class, enter a class name, click finish. So inside this class I will write some comments. So the first step is to define the database properties. The second step is to define a static method to get the database connection. So we're going to define 4 database properties: the JDBC URL, driver name, username, and a password. And we are also creating a reference variable to hold the connection object. I'm going to import this connection object from a SQL package. Ctrl Shift O, select the SQL package. So we have created 5 properties. The URL, which is nothing but a JDBC URL. In our case, we are using a MySQL database. This is our MySQL URL. And here the employee directory, which is nothing but a database name. If you are using any other database, then you have to find the JDBC URL in the internet and paste it here. The driver name, which is nothing but a MySQL driver name. The username, I have not created any users on my MySQL database, so the default username is root. And the password, I have not set any password to my MySQL database, so I leave this field as blank. And we have created a reference variable to hold the connection object. Let's define a static method to get the database connection. I'm going to call this open connection. So inside this, I'll write some comments. So the first step is to check the connection. Second step is to load the driver. Third step is to get the connection. Fourth step is to return the connection. So first we are going to check the connection. If the connection is available, then we will return it. Otherwise, we will do these 3 steps. If connection is not equal to null, we will return the connection, which means we know that we have a connection and then we are returning it. Otherwise or else, we will do these 3 steps. So the first step is to load the driver. Class.forName. To this forName, we will pass the driver name. And the second step is to get the connection. So I'm going to call a getConnection method on the driver manager. To this getConnection method, we will pass the URL, which is nothing but a JDBC URL, the username, and a password. This will give us the connection. And finally, we are going to return that connection. So what I'll do is, I'm going to enclose this in a try catch block. Alright, let's recap one more time. So the first step is to define the database properties. We have defined the 4 database properties: URL, driver, username, and password, and which are all specific to MySQL database. And we also created a reference variable to hold the database connection. And the second step, we have defined the static method to get the database connection. So first we are checking the connection. If the connection is available, then we are returning it. Otherwise, we are loading the driver and we are getting the database connection by passing the database properties, URL, username and password, then we are returning the connection. So this is all about getting the connection. So in the next video, let's discuss about the employee DAO.